Alright, so in this video I'm going to show you a couple of smokes from the mid area of the map Mirage. In the description there are going to be timestamps, so you can go ahead and skip anything if you're looking for anything specific. Otherwise, enjoy the video. Now to start things off with one of the most basic smokes, which goes to top mid. Just copy the lineup for that one, it's incredibly easy. This one right here is actually a worse one, however you want to know that perhaps if somebody else wants to do a mid window smoke at the same time, for instance. Otherwise, the first one I've shown you is beneficial because it lands further top mid, as you can see, and therefore anybody who would try to go for a cross shot right here would have a lot of harder time as well. Moving on to the window smoke, that's also very easy. You want to go next to the dumpster right here, and then what you want to do is you want to line it up in between the wooden beam right here and where the house changes its pattern, and then at the height of the darker spot at the wooden beam. Then you just want to press A and press your jump throw key as soon as you're in this position right here with your crosshair. This smoke is incredibly nice, incredibly consistent. As you can see, by the way, I'm currently playing on a 64 tick server, and on top of that it has a lot of margin for error, so you can't really fail it. By the way, the 128 tick version of that one would essentially just be right here, and then the same procedure. Alright. Moving on to the B short smoke. You want to go into this corner right here, just to the left of the stairs or to the right, depending on where you're looking, obviously. Either way, look right here, then move forward until you're just a bit above the bottom of the window right here. Press a jump throw and let go. Obviously, don't give it any speed because it's going to be perfect this way, and it's going to smoke off short perfectly. Now, one thing I want you to be aware of is that you don't want to go too low and don't want to go too high. Essentially just a bit above, something like this is perfect. It doesn't have to be perfectly accurate. It can even be something like this. But then you're taking the risk that it doesn't land at some point. Might bounce off the top, or it might just not land at the B sign anymore, as you can see. So what you want to make sure is that you're, again, just a bit above. Not too far, not too low, whatever it is. Alright. Now come to the connector smoke. Smoking off connector is a very hard task from this position especially, or from anything next to T-spawn, since throwing it to perfection is nearly impossible. In general, connector smokes, throwing them to perfection is nearly impossible. And it's rather going to be luck than skill for you to be able to do it. Now, the way I usually do it is go into this corner right here, and then I line it up with the orange pattern at the carpet. And to be fair, or to be honest rather, I've been looking for for other versions of the smoke, so I might be actually fucking it up. Alright, so we got it. So that one actually landed on the 5th step right here, therefore they're not going to be able to spot anything, and well, they're actually going to have a hard time spotting from here as well. So that was a bit of luck, to be honest. It also depends on the state of the smoke, if they're going to be able to spot, and you can't really tell if you want to go early or late, since it also depends on how you threw the smoke, and just moving your crosshair slightly, just something like this, which you might not even have spotted in the video, might already change the entirety of the smoke if it lands at the 4th or the 5th step, if it covers off the cross from top mid to the catwalk area, all of that sort of stuff. Either way, however, it is still going to be a good smoke. Even if it lands on the 4th step, 1, 2, 3, 4, I can still show you that real quick. As you can see, they're still going to have a fairly hard time spotting. However, it is now possible to some degree, and again, it depends on the state of the smoke. Normally that's when you're crossing, right? So you're probably gonna have luck, but it's possible that the smoke lands like this. Whatever, still very good smoke. Don't want to discourage you of not learning it. That's the best one I've found so far. Now coming to one of the basics, smoking mid window. Look at this right there, give it speed and let go. Important thing is let go. Don't you switch to your knife. Hey, and that's how hard the smoke is. The smoke off short, what you can do is, if you're in a rush, you can just bounce it off the B sign again. But that's less consistent, obviously, than a proper lineup, which would be aiming at that antenna right here at the edge of it. Doesn't have to be perfectly accurate, but that's how you smoke off short. If you want to smoke off connector, and again you're in a rush, then give it some speed and do it from here, or you can just do it from here as well, however you like. Don't do it sneaking from here, because it might be that it doesn't have enough speed then. Besides that, what I want to show you now is a top connector smoke and a jungle smoke. Starting off with the top connector smoke, you want to position yourself right here, and then line it up with the white pattern at the wall right here in between the two dirty spots. So right here, right here where my cross is, not where my bullets went. Right here and right here, whatever. Although I only shot once. Counter strike. Either way, smoke's gonna land top connector. Obviously, nobody's gonna be able to spot you from the A side then as well. So that's a great smoke. You could potentially land a copy. Potentially, you could use that one and that one together, so they even have a harder time maneuvering around within connector, and they might be just, you know, falling back then entirely. What you can also do again is throw a smoke to jungle, so you could go for short smoke and then a jungle smoke to do an A split. What you want to do like this: you want to line it up with the corner of that house right here, and what I'm gonna do from this position, the corner of the house, in left side of the card. Corner of the house, right here, and then I have to look. Don't tell me I forgot. Like this, theoretically, right? So with your crosshair, your horizontal crosshair wants to be in the middle of the second wooden beam, alright? Where it essentially just crosses with the house from your point of view, and then you want to let go. And that's perfectly gonna smoke off connector. And as you can see, I didn't forget it. Nice. Although for this one you're most definitely gonna need this bind right here, otherwise you're gonna have a very, very hard time throwing that smoke. Either way, that's it for me now. Couple of nice smokes. Study them, use them, win a lot, get ranked global, have fun.